Hey, so the first story time I want to tell you guys this week, and to kick off our series here for the Sacred Storytimes, is when I started to go outside as a little kid all by myself and explore the nature around me. But you have to understand, I was in a very crowded, like, little complex, but it was surrounded by this little natural, like, nature area. And I was very lucky enough to have this, like, certain hill that I went up on, and many of my videos were actually filmed up there. And you can see me walk up this hill in my video, like my dragon Magick story, I think is what it's called, but I digress. Anyway, my whole point is that, like, when I made that decision for myself to make it a regular practice to go outside into nature and to explore the natural land and to get my hands on the grass and to walk barefoot in the dirt and to breathe in the fresh air and climb trees and splash in nature and nature's like rivers and stuff, this really changed my life in the sense that, like, I'll never ever lose those memories that were core in rooting my love for the land and understanding the nature and the environment of where I live. And it's a huge part of my practice. I would go explore the nature around my home to meet dragons and fairies and mythical creatures and spirits of the land and connect with, eventually, like, gods and goddesses, like Hecate, for example. She was a huge part of my practice when I was like a teenager turning into a young adult. And I'd love to talk about her more in a future episode, but I really wanted to share this story time with you guys today because I never would have become so sure of my connection with the dragons if it wasn't my camera died. So I'm back, but basically all I was trying to say is that getting outside helped me develop a relationship with the land and with myself and with my connection to the world we live in. And it helped me realize that we're a part of nature as much as nature is a part of us, and we exist together and we're meant to be together. And it's so good for you to get outside, and these phones in our hands are the biggest distraction from actually going outside. And even if you have like a crowded complex like I did growing up, where it was just like everything was on top of each other, even if you just walk outside around the neighborhood and get some fresh air, it's so good for you. Even if you just, like, you know, open a window and take some time to, like, gaze outside, or just, like, walk outside, step outside and just take a peek at it, you know? It's really important. And if you didn't see, like, yesterday's video, don't forget to check out the Magick of storytelling. And it's basically the intro episode to this series we have called the Sacred Storytimes, which are a series of tales from my life about the most magic and the most miraculous and the most profound parts of my journey here. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, and before we like lose all of our light, I hope you enjoyed our like storytelling vibes. I had a lot of fun. So we're just kind of exploring reality these days and doing our best to share that journey with everyone along the way, and it's the best way to live your life. Basically, just sharing what you love to share and speaking your truth and not being afraid to do that. And that's kind of what this series is about. But thank you guys so much for listening to this story time, and don't forget to get outside in any way you can as the challenge for today's story time video. But I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next story time. And if you're new here, assalamu alaikum, merry meet, and welcome back to your daily dose of DragonFaether. My name is Azura, DragonFaether, the Draconic Priestess, and I'll be your host for today's story time. I don't know if I said that, so if I didn't, there you go. And until next time, stay geeky you can for Ricky, little hatchlings. Kadafis, blessed be. Amin. And please follow me so I don't get lost.